Like endolift or like my lower face.
Your lower jaw? Have you had anything done privately?
No.
Before? Can you point to exactly where you wish to address?
Here, I would make it tighter, I guess.
Yeah. And that's the only area. Yeah, your jawline. Let me wash my hand. Your jawline looks pretty good. So have you had any cosmetic procedures before? Okay. Let me take a look here. So, oh yeah, you do have loose skin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your jawline is pretty good. It's very well defined. You do have just this area that's very loose. We're just looking at this, yeah.
Whatever you recommend.
Well, okay, so right now you have this area, there's a little bit of, you have more loose skin and then fat. You don't have any jowls. You don't have like something like me where you have, a fat pad. So you don't have to worry about that. And and also you have this area, this is you don't have a buccal fat. You don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
And you just need to have, we're just gonna tighten the skin here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, endolift is perfect for this. I mean, we're not gonna you can also recontour the skin and get rid of the fat, melt the fat, but this area will just we put a little hole here.
Okay.
First anesthesia and put a needle hole and introduce the fiber optic fiber under the skin, and then we will tighten the area here.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need anything here, actually. It's fine. This looseness, is that what you want to address? Yeah.
I can tell, when I lean down that my skin.
Yeah, so that will help. Endolift is perfect for this. It tightens this area.
Okay.
And also it will define your jaw much more.
Okay.
Okay. It tightens the skin. It doesn't necessarily, it's not like PDO threads would actually lift your face, and you don't really need that. You just need more tightening, and you'll be perfect for that, actually. And so I'm not going to be anywhere near this because you're already a little bit hollow. It's not hollow. This is you just don't have buccal fat. So this area will, I'm just going to go to highlight your zygoma or your cheek. So we just do it right under your zygoma. So when I do that, it'll accent your cheekbones a little more. So we'll just do it here, here, here. So yeah, so downtime is very minimal, usually 1 to 2 weeks. In your case, probably be shorter because I'm not going to be putting too much energy. I'm not trying to melt fat. I'm just trying to tighten your skin.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little bit of anesthesia here, a needle, and then we introduce the fiber optic, and then we would tighten your skin.
All right.
Downtime, max 2 weeks, but in your case, it's probably like a week and a half.
Is there any improvement?
Yeah, you'll have some swelling post procedure. Right after the procedure, you have to do a lot of ice compresses to keep the inflammation down. I also ask patient to purchase a compression bandage so that it'll keep, when it heals, first it'll keep the swelling down, and also help support the jaw as it heals, because it's better to have it higher and then heal, and then lower than heal, right? Do you have any? Are you taking any medication?
No.
Antibiotics?
No.
Anything else?
Just, multivitamin daily.
Okay, so that's be fine. So I always ask these questions. I look at the medical history to see if you have any medications that make you more sensitive to laser, meaning like antibiotics, doxycycline, or like antifungals. And there's a whole list. I usually go through the whole list. You wrote them on your...
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so after today's visit, I sit down and look at all the medical issues, so that you don't have any underlying diabetes or any blood issues?
No.
Okay. I do ask for a very, not a full consent, clearance. It's a very light clearance. I just want to know if you have any problems with bleeding. Okay. So it's usually blood tests. And if you're young, you don't need EKG, chest X-ray, all of these tests you don't need. But I'm saying that it's a very light clearance note. So I'm going to ask you to go to your medical doctor, get that clearance filled out. And he's going to write patient healthy for surgery, and then have him email or fax it to me. And then once we have that, then you can schedule the procedure.
Okay.
I do it as a last patient of the day. I do it typically 3 o'clock and forward. And it's not, for your case, it's not going to take long because it's a very minimal area, small area. But I never want to be in a hurry to complete your procedure so I can go to another patient. So I like to do it at the last patient. Okay. Let me look at you for a second. Okay. You have also another underlying problem. You have a condition called rosacea.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. So the reason I know, because I see these little spider vessels. People ask, what is rosacea? Rosacea is a skin condition. It kind of runs in the family. As we grow older, the spider veins starts to grow more, and it can also affect the eyes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So when you have rosacea, if you drink alcohol, caffeine, spicy foods, your face turns red. When you're tired, the winter is more uncomfortable. When you hot showers, sauna, and hot weather, your face will be red. Also, sometimes if it's severe, you have breakouts on your skin. You don't have that. You have this underlying rosacea. But also, look up. Yeah, you have it on your eye. Yeah, it's red. So rosacea can give you dry eye symptoms, and it's chronic inflammation of the face and eyes. The rosacea can also damage the meibomian glands, which is the oil glands that's on our eyes that lubricates the eye. The chronic inflammation can damage it, and then instead of clean, clear oil, it becomes really thick. And some people get little nodules called chalazion, and just chronic thick secretions. And people can wake up in the morning and they feel, oh, I got something in the eye. Yeah. It's gritty. That's because of the thick secretions. I like to put all my patients on a cyclosporin Restasis. It's a dry eye medication. What is it? It's a immune modulator. It helps control your immune system, and it decreases inflammation. I put all my rosacea patients on, we call it Restasis or cyclosporin. And it's a chronic thing. You just use it every day, twice a day. And when you use it, eye drops. And then when you use it, slowly the eyes start to clear up and people get much more comfortable. There's also other options for rosacea, meaning you can treat the eyes as well as your face with IPL, intense pulse light therapy. It's a very bright orange, red-orange light that essentially the vessels absorb, and then you're trying to shut it down with the IPL. In your case, it's not that severe. If you have, as you grow older, the rosacea just gets worse. And a lot of my patients complain of real severe dry eye. So I treat them with the IPL on the cheeks as well as the eye. In your case, I don't think that's an issue. But yeah, this one, you'll be perfect for it. I mean, it's not that very invasive. Downtime is very minimal for you. And it's just tightening. Yeah. So I'm going to have you, I'm going to give you pre and post instructions, what not to take, such as vitamin A, vitamin E, aspirin, ibuprofen. So there's a list of stuff you shouldn't do before the procedure. And all these medications essentially kind of increases the bleeding time. And that's the one thing you don't want, bleeding. If you bleed, you don't have a good result. And that's why I ask patients to go get a blood test, just to see if you have nothing abnormal with your bleeding time. So I'll give you the pre and post. I'll give you what not to take, and also the clearance note. You take it to your primary care provider, have him do your blood test, and he'll write a note to me and saying he's healthy to have a procedure, and just have him email or fax it to me. Once I have that, just call my office and we'll schedule a procedure date for you.
Wait.
Typically not on a Monday because I'm always more busy on Monday, and then usually between Tuesdays and Fridays.
Okay.
Last patient of the day, meaning like 3 o'clock. Because I really don't want to be in a hurry to do you and go see another patient, right? So you want good results. I don't want to be in a hurry. I don't want to be stressed.
Yes. I don't want to be uneven.
Yeah, people always do note that it's uneven, but in reality, everybody's uneven. Right now, I see you this side. Also, you have a little bit of facial. This side is a little longer than this side, your jaw-wise, and this one has more looseness, actually similar, but just that you know your face well. I mean, some people don't realize that, and I always take pictures before and after, and they go, "Oh, why is it uneven?" I go, "It was uneven before your procedure. I try to improve it, and if it's more loose, I put more energy to try to tighten it more." So. Equally loose. Did you lose weight?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because I asked all the patients that have come to me with loose skin. I asked them if they lost weight, and they go yes. And this is common because when you're heavier, your face was fuller. Now you lose a lot of weight, and the skin that was over the area of the fullness gets loose.
Yeah.
I have a lot of patients like that, and this is actually the perfect machine for that. It'll tighten, also, help you sculpt the jawline. It makes it tighter, and with any laser you have, it's not a scarring really. It does kind of burn the skin. It's not burning. It's putting energy in there. It'll tighten. As well as during the healing process, new collagen is made, and then the skin kind of tacks down to the face more. Okay. So that's why people who have lost a lot of weight, they love it actually. Makes it tighter and makes it more sculpt. How much did you lose?
I lost 48 pounds.
Yep. That's well, I can say you look good now, but I don't know how 48 pounds is a lot. This is what happens when you lose all that weight. You get that looseness. But this one, when I do I'll go here down the jawline, and this will get really much more tighter.
What about here,
yeah, there's a loose too. So like this one, we can do. This is actually perfect for that as well. Because you lost 48 pounds, you're less loose here, much loose here. But also we can address this part. And it's the same thing. It's all under local anesthesia. I put a little bleb of anesthesia, put a little needle hole here, and then cannula. I will make it numb. And then we can do the endolift. I do have to. There's a little warning here. Okay.
Warning.
Yeah, there's a warning. When I do endolift under the jaw, when they have a lot of fat, there's two frequencies for this laser: 1470 nanometers and 980. Right. When we do the face, we use 1470. The reason we use 1470 because the energy doesn't spread, because on your face you have a lot of important stuff like nerves, vessels. So we use 1470 to have more localized area. 980 is actually, it spreads. And why do we use it? I mean, I use it more when they have a lot of fat underneath. And so 980 nanometers actually is more absorbed by the fat. If you have a really full chin here, I tend to use the 980 to get rid of the fat. In your case, there's not much fat. You just have more loose skin. right? Now, so what is the downside? So when I use the 1470, it's very localized. It's not really strong. It's less stronger, right? And then it's going to tighten the skin. That's what you really need, just tightening of the skin. However, if you look on if you Google on the chin for men, if you use the 980, at a very strong energy level, it can destroy the hair follicles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right, meaning that you'll have areas that have the atrophy of the hair, they don't grow back anymore. This is only if you do a really heavy treatment,
Okay.
right? So, and also if you do 470, you're not going to have areas that you're missing the beard,
Got it.
right? So you don't have to worry about it. But I'm going to still write that on your consent. But I'm going to use 470 here just to tighten.
Okay.
Right. I'm not going to do 980 because that's much stronger. And when you do 980, there's a higher chance of burning the skin.
Oh.
Burning the skin means damaging the skin, and damaging the skin means damaging the hair follicles. For women, they don't care if they lose hair because they don't want the hair. But men, some people want to have the beard, and but it's something that you don't need to worry. I'm just going to use a 470 nanometer wavelength here.
Okay.
It's just going to be tightening anyway. Okay, so I'm going to start writing this to you. All right, so we're talking about jawline here, right? And also under the jaw. Yeah. You don't have any problems with anesthesia?
No.
No, okay. So do you have any other medical issues?
No. Just I have asthma, but it's under control.
Oh, asthma. Okay, so that's fine. Asthma, that's not an issue. Well, you don't have any like albinism, or you're a little bit fair, but yeah. No, that's fine.
I'm not fair.
Oh yeah, you're fair. Yeah. So I just want to clarify if you have albinism, but yeah. But it's not an issue. I mean, this is not a laser energy that it's not absorbed by the melanin much. So even people of color can have endolift. It's not an issue. Okay, so I'm going to look through all your medical records. When you go to the front, they're going to give you an envelope, pre and post, and then the clearance note. Go and do the clearance, send it to me, email me, fax it. And then just talk to the front. I would like to have the treatment. When can I do it?
Okay.
I'm sure you're going to have more questions. Right now, people, they blank out. They don't know what to answer. Yeah, right. Especially, if you're sitting here, I'm talking, you're talking, and then at the end, they forget to ask. Now, easiest way to contact me and ask me a specific question is to go on my website. It says leevision.com. On the bottom, it says contact me. There's a little icon that jumps. You have WhatsApp. Everybody has WhatsApp. You could click on WhatsApp and text to me. And you say, hi, my name is, and then just take a picture and send it to me.
Okay.
If you have any questions you have, I'm the only one who answers that WhatsApp. So like a lot of people ask, how long swelling? What do I do? And actually, I do ask the patients post-procedure 1 week out to come back. I want to see how they're healing. But even before that, I ask patients to take a picture and send it to me. Okay. This is first day, or this is third day. And so I have that available to you to speak to me, and also for me to follow your results. So that's, people like that. So if any questions you have, you just text me and I'll answer. Okay? That's it. Is there any other questions?
No.
Okay, great. So I am, if you didn't realize, I'm an ophthalmologist that does oculoplastic as well as this. If you have any, since you have rosacea, if you ever want to address that, and if you could always make an appointment to get that the eye drops and stuff and have an eye exam, because I can't give you a restasis without an eye exam.
Okay.
And we could always address that later if you wish. Okay. All right. Thank you. Hold. Oh, photos. Yeah, I gotta take photos. Sorry. So you found me on Instagram after the Instagram? Okay, look straight ahead.
Okay, I thought of one question now.
Yeah.
So when we do the lift, would it address, say, lines right here, or?
Okay, let me take pictures. I'll answer you. Okay. Okay, put your chin down. Yeah, no, you don't have that much. Okay, look at me. Chin up. No, chin down, sorry. Chin down.
Down?
Yeah. Okay, what are you saying?
So when we perform the lift, will it help with the laugh line?
Well, when I do this is gonna get tighter, right? You don't really have issues with the nasolabial folds. I wouldn't go in there. This one is unfortunately you can't go anywhere near here because we have a muscle.
Okay.
This DIO. This is the MAD, right? When you do that, it lowers the corner of your mouth, and you can address. You don't have. I wouldn't even touch it.
Okay.
When I do the tightening here, some of this will be less noticeable, and you don't have a deep nasolabial fold because as we grow older, our face falls and you get this thing. And I use the Endolift to augment that on a lot of my patients. There's two ways to hide it. People hide it with fillers, but it's not permanent, and also it moves. When you put it in, I put fillers in. You put it in, it looks great, but then a week out, 2-3 weeks out, it just goes in again because the filler moves. Yeah, filler moves and it doesn't stay. Second option, if you have a really deep nasolabial folds, you can lift your face with threads. I put a little entry hole here. I put 3. Usually if it's a full face, I put 10 threads, 3 on top and 2 on the bottom. You don't need any of that. You don't have any folds. It'll tighten it a little bit, When you tighten it, it'll make your jaw smaller and gets this thicker. Okay?
All right. Looking forward.
Okay, so any questions, just text me.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
And any questions, you just ask me. I